Hopefully it's not too late of a time. Hello, anybody that will watch this probably later because maybe it's too late now. We are going to be going through some more of my coloring books, and I think I'll probably have one more part after this. So I've done, oops, I forgot to turn this light on. There we go. I've done flip throughs of these next couple books that I'm gonna show. So you can scroll down over in the video section and see these. I guess that's as bright as it's gonna get. This is Dream Beauties Unleashed. I forgot, there's an artist with this. Sultry Tribe. You can find her over on Amazon under that name. It's a AI generated book, and they're portraits. Really pretty ones too, actually. I've done one out of this, and I have another coloring page of them, so it looks like I've done two, but I'm not sure where the other one is. Really, really beautiful portraits. I love all the hair and the flowers. And that's pretty much what, I like that page a lot. That's pretty much what they all are, is hair, flowers, and faces. No, that one's got a animal in it, a little fox right there. Really cool book. I like it a lot when I'm in the mood for faces. And the paper is decent too. So that's that one. And then I've done a flip through of this one as well, Beautiful Mermaids. It's another AI generated book. This is by Alina. That's how you can find it on Amazon. And this one is, like the title suggests, mermaids. So it's got a lot of fish and coral, and there's some really amazing generated images in here. Lots of hair, and I love that. It's almost like a photograph, right? Really, really pretty portraits underwater that I've colored two out of this now. When I'm in the mood for portraits, these are the ones that I go to. So that's Beautiful Mermaids. This is actually 4 books in one, so it was a little pricier, but you can find each individual one as well. But I wanted all of them because that's just how I am. These next ones, I'm not gonna flip through them because I've already done flip throughs of them. These are by Yvonne Meerstra. She goes by the name Dream World Coloring on Amazon, and I have done flip throughs of all of these. This is Strange Fashion. They're AI generated books, and I like them a lot. I've done one in that Strange Fashion one, and I did one out of this one, Majestic Queens. Again, like I said, I've done flip throughs of all of these, so I'm not really gonna go through them right now. You can check those flip throughs out. Wonderland by Yvonne Meerstra. Again. And I snagged a couple of hers all off Amazon. Here's Ocean Queens. And then we've got Surreal Portraits. These are all really, really fun, cool books. Have a lot of cool images in them. That would be fun to color. And then this book, Espiritus, I've done a flip through of this. over in the videos. This one is by Christina McAllister. This is book 3. I don't know if the other books are by Christina McAllister, if they're by different artists or not. This is a really cool book. This is pretty much why I bought it, was the cover image. Really beautiful. I haven't colored anything in this one yet, but I have plans to. So that one's fun. And then I've done flip throughs of these as well. Sprach Jezbos by Tomislav Tomic. These are amazing books, really full of lots of detail. They are double-sided. Some of these are not. They're just single-sided, which I like a lot. I don't like having to choose which page I want to color. I wish all coloring books were single-sided, but really, really cool images in these. I haven't done any out of this one just yet. You're probably going to hear me say that a lot in regards to most of my coloring books. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can see the title right there. Again, by Tomislav Tomic. And I've done a full flip through of these too. Very detailed, intricate, really cool stuff to color. I'm still working on a work in progress from this book that I haven't completed yet, that I've shown on a different live stream. I love these. They're so fun. And I would probably do them primarily in colored pencil or gel pens because they are double-sided. But yeah, that's a little taste of that one. The next ones I have not done flip throughs of, so I should do that. This is Colorful Home, Advanced Coloring. I'm not sure who it's by, if there's an artist listed. Images at adobestock.com, so it's like compiled images of just architectural stuff from inside homes. I was going through a phase of buying books like this. If I had probably watched a flip through of this book, I don't know, I still might have gotten it. Right now I'm just not drawn to coloring pages like this. I like that. Bookshelves. I was seeing a lot of people on in the Facebook coloring groups that I'm in coloring like scenes like this, so I think this was a pretty inexpensive book too. It's a little simple, I guess. It's not very detailed. The next one, I think I actually got this at Walmart. Maybe. Because there's a price sticker on it. America Advanced Coloring. It's by the same publisher, Bendon. So it's just... Oh, that's cute. A map of America and like with mandalas. A hot dog and Coke. That's funny. I more got it for like, yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge. I guess that's the White House. Some of these are cute. I don't know. It almost seems like more of a children's coloring book, though. I like that. I think that's cool. It actually reminded me of another coloring book that I got that I'm not sure where it's at. It was like a topographical map coloring book. I wonder where that's at. Anywho, in keeping with the architectural theme, this is Architectural Art, Marty Joe's Coloring, Stress Management Coloring Book for Adults. Looks like I started this page. This is probably, it's in the first round of things that I was coloring, so I do like this book and I probably will color stuff in it. It's got a lot of cool I like that a lot. I like lots of detailed, abstract kind of stuff. Buildings too. I'd actually picked out a couple pages. Like I wanted to color that, it looks like. I like those doorways. That's cute. I like that a lot. Venice or something. That's cool. Looks like the Flatiron Building. There's the Kremlin. Yeah, so that book. These ones, a lot of people have these. Circle of Life by, I cannot pronounce her name. I'm not even going to try, but hopefully you can see it on there. And they're all circles with scenes. They are double-sided, and it's slightly larger than the standard 8 by 10 book. I really like this book a lot. I haven't done anything in it yet. I don't feel intimidated by it anymore like when I first got these two from this artist. But you have to be in the mood to do something so detailed. Looks like I'd picked this one out to do, probably because of the books. I like it. I've seen quite a few colorists color some of these too. Pretty cool images. I've seen this one done and it was so beautiful. The jellyfish, I've seen that done. Reminds me a little bit of Kirby Rozan's work. And then the next book that I have by that same artist is Enchanted Earth. There she is right there. She's created these books. This one, I think, is her second book. I got the Circle of Life first because this one, these aren't all in circles. Her style is super cool though. She's very talented. I believe she does paintings as well. There's some information on the book jacket that talks about where you can see her work. This book is single-sided, which I really appreciate. And then I don't have to pick and choose which one I like better to color. Super detailed images. Oh, I like that one a lot. That's Enchanted Earth. And then these next two are kind of different. This is, I used to live in South Bend, Indiana, which is where Notre Dame is. And so you can see that these are student support and care from Notre Dame coloring books. A stress relieving coloring book for adults, nature. And this one's nature and this one's animals. When the students leave their dorms, they just like put all kinds of stuff outside where they don't take it with them. And so these were outside and I saw them and I had to grab them. I grabbed some other books that were out too. They do have some water damage to them. But I thought that they had some cool, it's animals with mandalas in them is what this one is. And even though it's water damaged, I don't think that that's that big of a deal. And this is the nature one. So this is something that Notre Dame puts out for their students to relax with. I like this one a lot. I like these kind of abstract design things. So there's a lot of cool pages in here. It looks like, that's funny. That's not my coloring. That doesn't look like a Notre Dame college student colored. That doesn't. Yeah, there's some cool images in here. I love that. It smells like perfume. That's funny. So in keeping with that kind of thing, coloring owls. I think this is another one that I got at like Walmart or maybe even Michael's or Hobby Lobby when I was first starting my coloring journey. There's some cute things in here. As I'm going through my collection, I'm realizing there's quite a few books that I love this. This is so cute though. I don't know. It's like I just have to find the time to color all this stuff, right? Super cute images in here. And on the other side, they've got like little facts about owls, coloring tips and tricks. That's cute. I don't see an author listed or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. And then trying to kind of keep this in some little order. This is Amazing Patterns, which I saw somebody do a page from, and of course I had to have it. You're going to hear that quite a bit. I saw it and I had to have it. Okay. I got this on Amazon. I don't think it has, let me see. Yeah, I've done a couple in here. Coloring Book Kim. That's who the artist is. You can look up amazing patterns though. There's several of these on Amazon. So they are similar, but they're super cool, and just you can practice shading and color palette work, and I love this kind of stuff. It's just kind of mindless. It's not like you're trying to color anything realistically. You can really play around with it and make some cool stuff. I've got a couple of these laminated and up on the wall. I really like this book a lot. And then I went to Ollie's, which is a discount store, because somebody had said that you could get lots of coloring books at Ollie's and at a decent price. So that's what I did, and I got this book called Beautiful Blooms. Actually, this one was available there, but I bought this off Amazon, and I was mad when I went to Ollie's and saw it there, and it was a lot less expensive, but nevertheless. These are single-sided, but on the other page, like on the back of it, there are, you might want to color that as well. Like I like some of the scenes on the back, but they're repeating, so if you didn't like the flowers on one side, you could. That's so pretty. I wanted more flower books. I don't really have books that just have flowers in them. I have this one and one other one. It's a good book. I like it a lot. I would recommend, if you have an Ollie's in your town, though, go and look in the book section. That's so cool. I love that. And try to find the copy of this there. Because on Amazon, I think it was like 15 bucks. Coloring book of flowers. I didn't see. Chartwell Books. I don't see an author though, so maybe they're like kind of stock images. Yeah, I don't see an artist listed. So Chartwell Books. Like I said, if any of these books strike your fancy, let me know and I'll get links to them. This is one that I got from Ollie's Tangled Gardens by Jane Monk. You know what? I'm wrong. I got this one off Amazon too. Jeez, I'm just like not remembering. I love pages like that. Some of the pages in this book I was a little disappointed in though. They're a little simple, and I think that I didn't see a flip through of it, so like that's, I don't know. It seems like a waste of a page. That's just my opinion, though. Some people might really like coloring that kind of stuff. I like this kind of stuff. I like really detailed. And I like the way that she does trees and stuff. I love patterns. We won't get to it in this video, but probably the last video showing my coloring book collection. I've got a lot of Angela Porter books, and she does some stuff like this. But hers are a lot more intricate. And I've colored a lot of her pages. They're hanging up on the fridge. I love that. That's cool. And in this book, there's some tips on blending and what colors go well together. So that's nice. It's always nice to have tips, right? All right, next, this is called Dreamscapes, and you can get this on Amazon. This book is really thin, and I was, Amazon tells you the descriptions of things, so I knew that it only had 35 scenes in it, but it was, I think, almost $20. So I was pretty pissed when I got it. I actually thought about returning it because I didn't appreciate that it's so small and for such a high price. But I really like the images in it. They are double-sided too. So I feel like the creator of this should have put them, they really should have made it a single-sided book. But the images are super, super cool. So I decided not to return it. And since it is so pricey, like, I didn't want to buy a second copy of it. I'll just choose which side of the, pages that I want to color. And I might do both of them. That's so cool. A lot of cool stuff in there, though. Let's see who I don't know who the author of it is. I believe it's AI generated, though. Dreamscapes, adult coloring book. And then this is by Tanya Bo. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold it up there. I think it was like $3. It is very teeny tiny. Again, you really need to pay attention to the descriptions on Amazon before buying coloring books. It's really small. I was really disappointed with that one too. But again, I didn't want to take the time to return it, so I just kept it. I don't know, maybe I could give it to my daughter's partner. She likes to color. They're cute little scenes, but it's so tiny. I don't even know. Yeah, I guess you'd use gel pens. I think I was imagining it being a normal size book and it'd be fun to color. Yeah, that's the name that I'm used to her going by. I have a lot of her other books too, which we'll show in the next one. Tatiana, I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not going to try to butcher it. This is the other flower book that I have, Grayscale Flowers, by C.A. Bloomfield. C.A. Bloomfield books on Amazon. I got this because I wanted to color flowers. And they're really pretty images of flowers. And I like grayscale coloring too. It's already got the shading done for you. Like, what more could you ask for? It helps you learn how to shade, in my opinion. There's plenty of YouTube tutorials on coloring in grayscale books as well, if anybody's struggling with that. This is a really pretty book, though. I started one page out of this, and then I got bored and moved on to something else. This is one of the books that I got myself for my birthday. Fairy Beauties Grayscale Coloring Books for Adults. It's AI generated. I do have quite a lot of AI generated books, and I don't feel bad about that. Fairycrafty.com. Hello, Evie. They can be found on Amazon. Again, like I said, just ask me if you want a link. I normally don't color faces like this, but I believe that I looked at a flip through of this and I liked it. So I had it. It seems like instead of coloring like normal skin, you could play around with skin tones. Color them green or blue or gold or something different. That should go with my portraits. And then I've got another from in that same vein, I guess, Midnight Fairy Beauty. It's another AI generated book. They don't seem to have authors on them. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it's a little bit like Diana Good style. I noticed. I like these a lot. The faces are pretty similar, though, but still, I like the surrounding stuff around them and the hair. Yeah, it's a lot like Diana Good style. That's probably why I got it. And I like the wings and their dresses and the hair and stuff. I haven't colored any out of this yet. I'm actually showing most of the books that I have not colored anything in, and the books that I'll be showing in the last part of the collection are the ones that I color in frequently. This is The Elf of Paladin by Rachel Mintz. There are several flip throughs of this. This book is interesting in that, so it's two images. One is like kind of a light image of it, and then the next is, actually I started that one, but I messed it up. So one is a light image, and then the next is darker. So that's why it's so thick. More portraits, AI generated portraits. I liked their collars and the hair and the headpieces. I do like that there's two images, so like if you mess up on one, you can just do the other one. Rachel Mintz. The next one I got because a lot of people were doing these style of pages. Window to Another World. I believe this is probably AI generated as well. It's Claire Essa is who generated this book. I don't know if they're hand drawn or not. They're all basically this, a stained glass kind of window looking out on a landscape of a castle or something like that. I really want to color something in one of these because I like them a lot. Little cottage. I like that one. I like a lot of them in here. I just haven't gotten around to coloring any yet. Right now I'm working on a mandala, another mandala, a picture of a horse, and an abstract picture. So it's not that I'm not coloring, I'm just coloring other things right now. This is Fantasy Fairy Homes, an adult coloring book, volume 1. Another AI generated book. Artie Tones Press. There's a lot of books of Fantasy Fairy Homes. This one I got because one of my color along buddies had it, and we were going to do some color alongs together, but we never did. A lot of cute little homes. They're, kind of the same. They got trees, a little yard, some stones, the house itself. I like them. They're cute, though. You can practice color palettes and coloring buildings. And then Beach Homes coloring book. This is another one by Jade Summer. I think I like these. I don't know if they're all sideways. They're really cool, intricate scenes, though, detailed, and that's what I like. I haven't colored any in this yet either, but I'll get around to it, I swear. It reminds me of stuff that I would have colored when I was a kid. It looks like it's doubles. Yeah, I do remember that about Jade Summer. She provides double of the book in case you mess up or you want to color it a different way. This book is by one of my photographer friends, actually, who's also an artist. Dia de los Muertos. I think that means crystal sugar skulls. I'm not sure. Not crystal, but sugar skull coloring book. I think he goes by A. Kiyama. His last name is Kiyama, so that's what he goes by on Amazon. He's got a couple of journals out and I think sketchbooks as well, blank sketchbooks. But he produced this coloring book, and this isn't something normally that I would color, but I think they're cool. I like the images a lot, and I plan on coloring one and then doing a review because they're cool. There's let me try to find the one that, yeah, I like that one a lot that I wanted to color. And then we've got one more tub to go through. I'm gonna put these back so I have some order to things here. I think I'll leave that out. All right. This is one of the first coloring things that I got. Adult coloring grayscale of clowns. So trigger warning if you don't like clowns. But it's also like flappers, I guess. I'm not really sure. Lots of fabric. I started one, and this is one of the first books that I got. And I got intimidated. I didn't feel like I was coloring it right. They're really faint images too. I'm not sure why they made them like that. This was the one that I started coloring, and I can definitely see how I would do it differently now. Vintage Designs, Flawn's Craft. I know I got it off Amazon, but you could look it up by that name right there, I suppose. And then I got a series of these books. They're Dover Publishing, Creative Haven, Fabulous Fashions of the 1950s. The Creative Haven paper is pretty decent, actually. And I thought I wanted to color clothes, so I got several coloring books. I got these like 2 years ago, I think, and I haven't colored anything in them yet. This is a good reminder to not just buy coloring books. I don't think I'm actually going to color in them. This is Fabulous Fashions of the 1960s. We've got a name on this one, which I cannot pronounce, so I'll just show you the name of it. Again, like I said, I was going through a phase where I wanted to color clothes, and who doesn't like the 50s and the 60s, right? There's some cute pictures in here too. I really need to color some of these. Well, look, I started that one from January 20th of 21. That's hysterical. That's all over the place. That's clearly before I knew how to pick colors and put them together. That's pretty chaotic, isn't it?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The flowers look good, but I
Come a long way.
don't know what the hell I was doing with her hair. These are by Dover as well. Tom Tierney, Victorian Fashions. These are double-sided pages. And they've got little descriptions of what it is. Gray satin visiting dress, 1866 with gold trim, white blouse. Again, like I said, I was wanting to... Ooh, that's cool. That's so cool. Now I'm trying to think, like, how would I would probably just cut that bottom off instead of trying to color over it and block out those words. Yeah, I like those. Here's a one that's already colored for you. Looks pretty cool. And then from that same publisher and by Tom Tierney, Fashions of the Old South. Again, I wanted to color clothes and older styles of clothes, so that is quite the dress, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And she's just casually sitting around knitting while her baby's sleeping, wearing this ridiculous clothes. That's funny. Thank goodness we don't wear clothes like that anymore. But they'll be fun to color, right? I got a couple more Tom Tierney. These are Empire Fashions. We got some hairstyles. These ones have like four people on each page. Like, they remind me of like those cardboard, those cutouts where you would, you know, color them and then cut them out and move them around and act like they were at a party or something. Dancing. In retrospect, I should not have bought these because I maybe might not ever color in that. But I don't think they were that expensive. Again, following that tradition of old clothes, kings and queens of England. John Green is the one who drew these. They're at the opera. I'm not sure what's going on with that dude's face. Oh, it's King George IV. He was a heavy drinker and seriously overweight. Okay, that's interesting. You put that in a coloring book, but cool. Oh, you know, we could learn from this.
Right.
Queen Anne was the last monarch of the Stuart line. Queen Anne reigned from 1702 to 1714. She was touching children and curing them. King William III and Queen Mary II, 1689 to 1702. King William III?
1600s?
Yeah, 1689 to 1702. Mary died of smallpox in 1694. King William reigned until his death in 1702. We're watching this England stuff. So, there's Mary, Queen of Scots. Queen Mary I, known as Bloody Mary. She was the daughter of Henry VIII. Oh yeah, I guess we're not up to the 1600s yet. We're still in the 1500s. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's Queen Elizabeth I. We all know Queen Elizabeth, right? And here's Henry VIII.
Okay.
Henry the Sixth. I'm glad I have that. And the last book like that is Renaissance Fashions by Tom Tierney. I bought all of these at the same time from Amazon. I was going through a phase. I do like that's, I think that's really pretty. And once I learn how to color clothes, because I'd have to put folds and stuff in there, and I don't really quite know how to do that yet. Got to watch some tutorials. I do like that they talk about the clothing, the style of whatever time. All right. So this is St. Francis of Assisi, a coloring book that I bought. That was before. I have a
We're supposed to watch that.
teacher that I follow who's no longer on this earth anymore, but this was her favorite saint or somebody that she, I guess, communicated with at one time was St. Francis of Assisi. So it's funny to me that I bought a coloring book about his life. It looks like it's,
Or the Sun, Sister Moon is the name of the movie.
which we have, but we haven't watched it yet. So these are it's telling the story of St. Francis of Assisi throughout this book. And I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know why I bought it. I think I thought it would be like woodcuts and I could color them. So that's that coloring book. There are actually quite a few coloring books about saints. And then this is Elegant Herbs and Medicinal Plants coloring book. Pomegranate Communications. And this is kind of like an herbist kind of. That reminds me of The Last Unicorn. Clearly I was going through some kind of medieval phase. And I thought it would be fun to color medicinal plants, and it'd be better if they had on the other side of the page what they were. They have these little plates. And then I've got some of these Majestic Animals. Kaleidoscope coloring is the thing. I think I bought these at the grocery store, actually. It's animals made out of mandalas, basically. I have these index cards in them because I marked down all the colors that I use. Another Magnificent Creatures Kaleidoscope coloring by that same publisher. These are some of the first coloring books that I bought because I was gravitating towards mandalas and such before I really got into collecting coloring books. Oh yeah, I remember coloring a giraffe in that. And then I've got Intricate Patterns by Jade Summer. I really like this book a lot. Lots of abstract patterns. I love this book. I've only done one picture out of it, but that's gonna change. I love picking just a couple colors, like less than 5 or maybe even up to 5, and coloring these. Super fun. And then I've got a couple of books by Stuart Royce. Intricate Mandalas and Patterns Ultimate Edition. He has a lot of mandala books and a lot of pattern books. And these are a compilation of some of them. The second part of this book is on a black background. Intricate, obviously, is the key word. I thought about returning these because the lines are so small. I can only use pens on these. But ultimately, I decided to keep them because I do like them a lot. So the back half of it is the black backgrounds, the dark backgrounds, and the front part of it is white backgrounds. I wish they were a little bit bigger, but still, I like a lot of them in here. I think I've only done one. Yeah, I've done one out of that book. And then another book that I have by him is Patterns and Close-Ups, again by Stuart Royce. These are close-ups from his other books. Like I just saw that one in the last book we just did a little quick flip through of. They're close-ups of the patterns. I prefer this one more because I can, you know, get into the design and color it. So cool. And then I've got one other book by him called Circular, which I colored one, but I didn't really like how it came out, so I didn't post it anywhere. But these are all on black background, which I wish that they were. Actually, they're looks like they're separated out the same way. As the back half of the book is the black background, and then the front part of it, or maybe it's all. Yeah, that's right. This is the Midnight Edition. I prefer a white background. Which I didn't know that until I got this book. I still like it though. And I will color more in it. Now finally we're getting to the books that I got at Ollie's. See, Ollie's. They were like $1 each. What was this? This was $2.99. So I couldn't pass that up. And I love pattern books. And spiral bound, I'm keen on that too. And the pages are perforated, so they're really easy to take out. Love that. Yeah, I looked through like, I don't know, 200 freaking coloring books at Ollie's to decide on the ones that I wanted. I like those. And then this kind of goes back to my childhood. Wonder Woman coloring book. And it's just a comic book. Some of it is just like comic book pages without it being colored in. So, super cool. Wow, what's she doing with Spider-Man? I mean, Superman. She's going to throw him off the top of a building. There's the Joker. I love Wonder Woman. She's so cool. But yeah, she had a thing for Superman, so I don't know why she was trying to throw him off that building. Wonder Woman for president, hell yeah. This book, there was several books in this style, but this was the only one I got of that. And then another one from Ollie's, Paisley's Coloring for Artists. You can probably find these on Amazon as well. And I can look for them on Amazon, like I said, if anybody wants a link. This one's just fun stuff. And then they've got examples of color palettes that you could use for them. One of the first coloring books I bought, Mindful Coloring. Color Your Way to Peace of Mind by Creative Expression. I like patterns, abstract pattern stuff. I started that one. That was a long time ago. It needs a lot of work. I was gonna do that one. And then the last one that we're gonna look through today is the Complete Coloring for Grown-Ups. Got it at Ollie's for $5. This is a big, thick book. And it's got mandalas in it, animals with mandalas in them, abstract pattern kind of stuff. Love that. Flowers, butterflies, moss, flamingos. Just a bunch of random kind of stuff to color. You could probably open it. I love that. Open it and just pick a page. That's so cute. I love that. I like a lot of the pictures in here. I have plenty of mandala coloring books though, so I probably wouldn't get around to coloring any of them in here, except for that sun one was cute. That's cool too. I like that. So yeah, the complete book coloring for grown-ups. The complete book of coloring for grown-ups. That must be maybe what it is. And that is part 2 of the coloring books that I have, and the next time we will be going through books that I've actually colored from, as opposed to books that I got when I first started out coloring that I haven't done anything with yet. They're just sitting in tubs. But that's okay. We'll get to it. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate everybody's likes, appreciate all the subscriptions. And the next video, I'll show the rest of my coloring book collection, and then we'll get back to coloring our little Japan scene that we were coloring. This is the book that we were coloring in, Japan, and this is the page that we're coloring. I haven't done anything on it since my last stream with coloring it, so we'll get back to that. But again, thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next video.